What's going on, y'all? Let me know if y'all can hear me. Let me know if there's no break in the mic because I know there's a lot of problems with that. But let me know if y'all can hear me. Sounds good. We don't get rolling, man. We are 4-3 heading to the Bills next Sunday. I'm happy. I'm happy. What's up, Corbin? Y'all coming in? Top 5 teams in the league. Oh yeah. Well, okay. Wait. Well, defensively, shoot, we could talk about it. We easily got some of the two best defensive players in the league for sure when it comes to Derrick and Jaycee. But this was, as I mentioned, this was the Derrick and Jaycee game, like for sure it was. But how we feeling? Um, how we feeling? I'm feeling good. We're 4-3. What, for the first time in 6 years we've started the season 4-3 or better. So that 2019, I was, just starting getting into football really back then. So this is feels great, obviously, and there's a lot to talk about because obviously Bryce went down. We can kind of discuss that, kind of how we feel about that situation. We know Bryce is the starter, okay, but I have some thoughts about a lot of things, that Chuba Rico situation, but I kind of want to build off what you guys want to talk about in today's stream. We kind of talk about whatever. The defense played outstanding. The offense, in terms of running the ball, it was all right. Obviously, let me see. Get some of these chats. Corbin said it's good. Yeah, I see it's lagging a little bit. So let me know if my mic gets behind a little bit. I know y'all can hear me, but a lot of times my mic get behind with the video, especially if it lags, like it's lagging right now. I can tell. But let me know if it looks good. I'm on point. What's up, Corey? Says can hear you. Good, perfect. What's up, Bill? Rico is running back one. Yeah. I think we can start going there. Listen, last week I was talking about I think we need to split these two guys' carries because of the fact that, listen, Chuba and Rico are outstanding. And we know that last year Chuba had 1,000 yards. Last year Rico had 1,000 yards. Before Chuba went down the first, 4 weeks of the season, Chuba was averaging 4 yards a carry. And Rico was only averaging around, what was it, 3 yards a carry. So it's just something that it was iffy. Who should start if both are in this situation? Obviously, who should start? Today, they split. They really split today, and I said that's what we should do. Chuba only had 29 yards, I'm pretty sure. Rico had 96 total yards. So, let me pull up the stats real quick too as well. So, Mayasani said, has EJ saved his job? Listen, that's something he might have. I'm telling you right now, he might have, because the performance he's been putting out there on defense last couple of weeks has been just simply outstanding. Simply outstanding. The defensive line continues to perform. Derrick Brown, you simply have two of the best players in the NFL on defense with Jaycee and Derrick Brown. Derrick Brown was a monster today. Like, I think it was 1.5 sacks today. We had 6 sacks today. I'm pretty sure Derrick Brown had 1 to 2 of those sacks as a defensive tackle. Jaycee has 3 picks so far in the season. Obviously, had 2 today, where the only 2 passes thrown at Jaycee were interceptions. And I mentioned that early this year whenever he was playing really amazing. When he was on that chart, he was leading the league in corners when it came to lowest quarterback rating given up on the season. He was up, obviously top right on the chart. He played outstanding. And today he had 2 picks. Obviously, those 2 interceptions, or those 2 pass attempts, were interceptions thrown at Jaycee. And you just can't throw at Jaycee Horn. You can't. And Mike Jackson was thrown at today a lot, and he stepped up. Obviously, he's been very bad. Besides, obviously, the first 2 weeks and today, he's just very inconsistent, right? So, you don't know what Mike Jackson you're going to get week to week. What's up, Underground West? He said above 500. Feels good. And also XL too, man. I'm gonna touch on XL here in a second. I see y'all talking about XL in the chat, man. XL played amazing today. It just feels good. Listen, we are better off as a team when XL plays good. I'm simply like T-Mac was very underwhelming today. I got to go back and watch the all 22, and my all 22 this week might be the offense side of the ball, kind of seeing how Bryce played, how he connected, and really do that with the receivers. Kind of break down the all 22 there because I did defense last week, and kind of see were there opportunities for T-Mac to make some catches, stuff like that. It was hard to tell because I felt like Bryce was good today, but he missed some passes, which is why I feel like we can start discussing Bryson and just his ability to take a leap as a player. Because I'm at the point now where I don't know if he can take that leap. He might be a game manager, but listen, if we're this good, it doesn't matter. Like what Bryce is doing now is enough to win football games. If he does not turn the ball over, what Bryce is doing right now is enough to win games, clearly. So, I mean, see with guys like Brock Purdy. It's just stuff like that, stuff like that. Okay, so I'm gonna once it stops lagging because I hate this computer. But once it stops lagging, I'm gonna share out my screen. Hold on. Share my screen and show you guys kind of the stats for today, team stats, player stats, all that. Corbin says Jaycee's best corner league. The argument's there. Listen, I mean, I was talking with I was on live with the Patriots YouTuber Pat's Planet before we played the Patriots, and we were kind of discussing Christian or Jaycee, and he kind of mentioned that like when you have a top 5 corner on your team, you can always argue for them to be the best corner league. I mean, it's valid. Like when your team has a top player, a top corner league, it's valid. Like you can argue that. You know what I'm saying? Like when you have Jaycee, Christian, Sauce today played very good on T-Mac. Was it Passer Tan? When you got corners like that, when your team has a top 5 corner, there's an argument you could be the best corner in the league every single week. And Jaycee, I don't think any corner is going to be better than Jaycee for this week in specific. But yeah, Jaycee has an argument to the best corner in the league for this season for sure. He has 3 picks. He's been elite when teams throw at him. Besides maybe last week against George Pickens, when a lot of that wasn't really on him, he's been outstanding, just simply outstanding. Let me share my screen real quick for you guys. We can go through somebody's stats. 1 second. Computer just goes so slow. All right, we're here. All right, let's go through some of these stats right here. So we got Bryce Young, obviously, went out the game a little bit. 50 for 25, 138 again. It's just, I'm at the point now where I need Bryce to start kind of doing better in this situation. I need him to get those numbers up. In 25 attempts, I need at least 175. It just feels like every week it's just he's not throwing the ball downfield. And when he does, like that throw to Jimmy Horn Jr., where he completely missed him, like that was a bad throw. That was a bad throw. He had Jimmy Horn for 30 yards down the field on that third down, or sorry, it was a second down, and completely missed him. On those type of throws, we need Bryce to make those throws. I mean, we're at that point now where Bryce needs to make those throws, right? Corbin said, Excel's not bricks anymore. Yeah, I feel like now it's started to start discussing Excel because Excel had obviously a great game today. You can see that the 92 yards led the team with 9 catches, had that touchdown pass. Excel was really good today, and we needed him to be good today. Obviously, T-Mac only, I don't know how many yards T-Mac had in specific. Let me check that. Let me check that. But yeah, today was really, again, today's offense was really run with the running game. It just was. But T-Mac ended with 33 yards. Those 3 catches were early on in the game. I thought he was going to have a big game after those 3 catches, but after those first 3 catches in the first quarter, he did not see the ball again. And XL obviously had those the biggest game out receiver today. And listen, whenever XL is good, that's better for us. I know a lot of people are skeptical about XL. I've been the most skeptical about XL today. This season, really in the offseason, I've been arguing Coker over XL. I still think Jalen Coker has, more potential than XL does. It doesn't matter. We won the game and he played good. We're better off as a franchise if XL hits his potential. And I think all of us can agree in the chat. Like I think we can all agree if XL hits his potential at receiver, we're better off as a franchise. Doesn't matter how he does it. Today, 92 yards and a touchdown with 9 catches. It's a big game. It's a big game. I don't know how many catches went through, from Andy Dalton. I think Andy Dalton had like 2 of those catches from XL. I don't know exactly how much those 92 were Bryce Young, but Bryce was looking his way today, and he made some catches. Obviously, made that touchdown catch. Very good effort from XL, coming back to the ball, giving Bryce the opportunity to make that throw on that 3rd and goal. Was it 4th down? I don't know exactly what play it was, but giving him the opportunity to make that throw. When XL's good, I'm happy because you don't need. I mean, when XL plays like this, you don't need T-Mac to do that. That much. You know. Underground West said Derrick Brown is a beast. Yeah, he was he was he was a force today. That's for sure. I don't know exactly. Again, I want to look today. Actually, I want to look. Let me share my screen back with y'all when it comes to the stats, because there's a lot to kind of look over. Let me see. There's a lot to look over when it comes to the stats here. But Derrick Brown that says 2 sacks. Okay, so he has 3 sacks on the season so far as a defensive tackle. That has to be a career high. He has like 2.5 in one season. So Derrick Brown has surpassed his career high in sacks already. This season, he has 3. Okay. He was a force, man. Like, listen, I know we brought in Turk to be more of a factor in the pass rush game. I mean, it made sense, right? Your interior is just that good. Like, listen, this Panthers interior defensive line is arguably the best position on this team. Like, we might be able to say that now because you have Derrick Brown, premier top 3 defensive tackle in the league. You have 2 great run stoppers with Ashawn and Bobby Brown and Turk, who you saw today. Turk was a factor as well. Like, Turk wasn't anything special, but he was a good player. And I mentioned Trayvon Moore. If y'all follow me on Twitter, I mentioned Trayvon Moore in terms of he needs to be blitzing every snap. And when we blitzed him, he was a factor. He had a sack today. I'm pretty sure he did have a sack, and he had a TFL. He has 5 TFLs on the season right now as a safety, and he has, I don't know how many sacks he has total. I think it's 2 sacks. He's really on pace to becoming one of the best safeties in terms of a single season in franchise history. Like, I don't know if y'all know that. Like, obviously we have to go back and look. Like, we had Kurt Coleman back in those days. But in terms of a single season as a safety, if we keep using him correctly, this is going to be one of the best in terms of statistical seasons as a safety for Trayvon Moore. A lot of people don't even realize that, but he's that good of a player. He had 4 TFLs coming in, or was it 5? I don't know exactly. He had 1 TFL today, and he had a sack. If we use this guy correctly, he's going to end the season with like an insane stat line for a safety that you don't really see. Like, we're using him in kind of like what is it? Jeremy Chin type role, except he's just better than Jeremy Chin overall. Bill said, just need to see more yards after catch from XL. Yeah, I agree. He seems to be it's weird. When he catches the ball, he goes down, or like he just doesn't know what to do with the ball. He catches it and like turns around and doesn't know exactly what to do. It's weird, but I mean, I don't really care. I mean, hold on. Yes, I mean, today he probably could have had 100 yards if he just learns how to, get those yards after catch. It'll come. Obviously, it's just being more consistent. That's what we need to see from XL, just more and more. It's just getting better every single week, getting better every single Sunday. It's going to come, right? Like, it's year 2, okay? And people are overreacting about T-Mac as well. I see a lot of people on Twitter overreacting about T-Mac. Like, how come he can't do his thing against Saul? I mean, he's playing one of the best corners in the league, and he's a rookie. He's already had a 100-yard game. He has 2 touchdowns on the year. He's making an impact. He's a rookie. Let's let him settle in. Like, I feel like as Panther fans, we like to look at these players and say they need to do something in year 1 that's just unrealistic. Like, we look at these players and say, if you're not doing this in year 1, you're a bust. When that's just not that shouldn't be the case, right? Like, I understand you're first round pick, you're the 8th overall pick. You want to see him do his thing. I mean, he cooked Christian Gonzalez against the Patriots one-on-one in that first half. Like, he did his thing against one of the best corners in the league. Okay, he's done that this year. It's just getting his foot wet, right? Being a year 1 player, it's just going to happen. Same with XL. Okay, I mean, this is a stepping stone. 92 yards, 9 catches, and a touchdown. This is a stepping stone for Xavier Legette, and we need to just continue to see it. What's up, Jay? He said we may have to incorporate Jaycee on offense. Maybe that one-hand interception was nasty. It was nasty. As soon as he caught that, I was like, the entire game, like, we were going throughout the game. I was like, they have not thrown Jaycee's way because it's funny. Like the broadcast said it too. Like Jaycee's so good, teams don't want to throw at Jaycee Horn, and you see why. As soon as they do it, the first play they throw at Jaycee, one-handed interception. I mean, you just don't want to throw at Jaycee. It's just simple. That one-hand catch was nasty. I mean, looking like Travis Hunter out there. Bill said Jaycee wide receiver 1. What's up, Trizzy? How you doing, man? Hype about the win? Feeling good. Hey, I'm feeling good. We're 4-3. We're over 500. We got the Bills coming up in 7 days at home. An opportunity to make a statement. I'm sorry right now. I'm telling you guys right now, personally, if we win next Sunday, I'm coming on here and I'm stamping playoffs. I'm telling you right now. If we win next Sunday and we got that game 5-3, I'm stamping playoffs because we beat one of the best quarterbacks in the league. I don't care that they're 4-2 and they have problems. The Bills are one of the best teams in the league still because they have one of the best quarterbacks of all time on their team. If we come out that game with a win, I'm stamping playoffs. I'm coming on the stream and I'm saying we are going to make the playoffs. I'm not there yet because I want to see us play a team like the Bills and beat a team like the Bills before I do say that. And I feel like y'all are the same way. I'm not there yet. We are the Panthers, and we like to do some weird things. Like we were in the dogfight with the Jets. Granted, they've been in dogfights pretty much all year long. Like they're 0-7, but they're like the Panthers in 2023, which had a very good defense, just couldn't score. Right? That's kind of what the Jets are right now. Underground said Morg is a dog. Yeah. I mean, I don't think y'all really understand. Like, I know y'all see on like when y'all watch the games, like he's really good, but like he's really good. Like Jaycee and Derrick Brown are like really the only 2 players that have been better than Jaycee, like stamped wise this season. And maybe you could say Rico. I mean, Rico's really only had 2 game sample size, but Trayvon Morg's been a top 3 player at the best this season for us on a week-to-week basis. When we use him correctly, he's been a top 3 player. Like we're using him as like a Jeremy Chin, except just he's better player. He's just a better player, right? I mean, Trayvon Morg's been that player, man. Been that player, and it's crazy to think about overall how good. Let me see. Let me see who all got sacks. Nick Scoring had. Hold up. I know Nick Scoring got there once, but Nick Scoring had 1.5 sacks today. I do want to mention the rookies on the edge, Nick and Princely, because the pressure got home today. Princely, again, you could see it. I think it's just an Ajay Rivera thing. I don't know what it is, but he clearly likes Nick Scoring better. I don't care when you trot out a player and he gives you 1.5 sacks. I can't complain with you. I've been saying I want Princely to get more snaps. I feel like DJ Wanda's been very underwhelming this year. He had no sacks again today. He's been very underwhelming. I want to see Princely and Nick Scoring consistently more and more. But when Nick Scoring had 1.5 sacks today, but Princely, I want to see the pressure rate. Obviously, whenever it comes out tomorrow, obviously the all pro, like the NFL pro stuff and like the advanced stats come out tomorrow. I want to see the pressure rate with Princely because I know Nick Scoring was outstanding today. He was definitely the best edge rusher today for us. He lined up. It was weird. Like we played a couple sets on 3rd downs where Derrick Brown wasn't out there and we went all out pass rush. And I like that from Ajay Rivera. He put like Turk in the middle. He had Nick Scoring in the middle as well, playing like Micah Parsons' role. It was weird. And you had DJ Wonnum and Princely on the edge. I liked it. It was just unique stuff. You put your best pass rushers out there on a 3rd down. And obviously Derrick Brown, you could say he had 2 sacks today. Why isn't he out there? But we brought in Turk to be that player on 3rd down where you can put him out there. But I just wanted to mention the rookies on the edge because they played pretty well today. Just the pressure got home. And it's just, again, baby steps. And again, Princely's not really out there a lot anyway. Like if they have to pick between Nick or Princely, they're always picking Nick Scoring, right? But when he comes out there and gives you 1.5 sacks, I don't care that he's out there because he's making an impact, What's up, man? He said, Jets have a good D. They're well organized and have talent in the secondary. Offense was okay today. Yeah, the offense was underwhelming. It was. Jets have a good defense. Obviously, Sauce and Quentin Williams. It's kind of like a Derrick Brown, Jaycee Horn duo. They have Andre Cisco there in the nickel, kind of playing that Trayvon Morg role. Yeah, I mean their defense is good. That's why they're in games. You saw last week against the Broncos, they lost by 2 points. Their defense was the reason why they were in that game still. But for our offense, it was definitely mid. Again, Bryce Young had opportunities to make plays, and he missed some opportunities early in the first half. Also made plays as well. Obviously, with his legs with that touchdown to Xavier Legette, made plays. It was a great play by both XL and Bryce, but I just need to see Bryce to continue to make a leap because right now I'm still in the middle with Bryce. I am, right? I mean, Andy Dalton stepped in and didn't look good at all either. But I'm in the middle with Bryce. He's a good quarterback, but is he that? Can he take that step to becoming elite? That's where I'm at with Bryce. It's just simple. But I mean, we're winning games, So as long as he's taking steps and baby steps while we're winning, that's all that matters. What's up, Rocky? Said, no doubt, best hands on the team. Good team, roll to win, baby steps, keep pounding plug. Yeah, I mean, I think you're talking about T-Mac. Yeah, I agree. Best hands on the team. He's going to be good. I mean, we see the all-pro potential that T-Mac has. Like it's there. It just needs to come to fruition. I mean, he makes good plays every single week. There's no need to be skeptical about your first-round pick when he's played really well. I mean, there's no reason why. Just there's none. But yeah, I mean, listen, we have the Bills coming up. Very excited about that game. I think the potential there is we could win that game. I think we're going to lose just because of the fact that the Bills, honestly, it's too early to tell. But I think right now I'm feeling that we're going to lose because of the fact that the Bills are coming off a loss and they thought about the entire bye week. But I like to think that we're going to lose because then if we win, I'm even more excited. And if we lose, I'm like, whatever, I thought that was going to happen, right? But I'm not saying we're going to lose because I'm just weird and think we're going to lose because we're the Panthers. I just genuinely think so because circumstances. If they beat the Falcons, I would probably be thinking differently. But it's just because of the circumstance. They're 4-2. They have a week to kind of think about the loss, and they're coming to our place. And Josh Allen is just one of the best players in football, one of the best quarterbacks of all time. When it's all said and done, it's going to be a tough game, but it's going to be a great test. It's going to be a great test for this team overall, just to kind of see where we are as a franchise. Feeling good about how our defense performed today. Same. The defense continues to stack weeks. That's 3 straight weeks where we've done our part. Let's kind of look at the running game because obviously Breece Hall came into the game with as one of the best backs in the league. And guess what? The last 3 weeks, we've came in playing one of the best backs in the league. You had, obviously 3 weeks ago, you had Devon Achane. Last week, you had Javonte Williams. Today, you had Breece Hall. Let's kind of see what we did. Obviously, they only ran the ball with Breece Hall 11 times. As I'm going to show you guys the stats here right now. Here are the stats. They only ran the ball 11 times with Breece. He got 38 yards out of it. That's 3.5 yards to carry. It seemed like every time they handed it to Breece, he didn't really have a lot of opportunities. Justin Fields, obviously, that was a big thing as well. People were talking about, including myself, how are we going to contain Justin Fields? Well, I mean, we obviously did good because, Aaron Glenn benched him. So obviously we did our thing there enough to control Justin Fields. Tyrod Taylor just came in and thought, man, throwing to Jaycee Horn was going to be a good idea. Sorry, buddy, but it's never a good idea. So yeah, that's another great week, as you can see, against the run. I mean, look at that. Well, one of the best running backs in the league right there. You hold him to 38 yards. Obviously, on 11 carries, usually with Javonte, they ran the ball a little bit more. And obviously with Devon Achane, they ran the ball a little bit more. But 11 carries, only holding 3.5 yards per carry. That's solid, but you did your thing. You contained Breece Hall. That was what you needed to do in order. You contained Breece Hall. You're holding the team to 6 points, and that's what they did. So the defense played great today. Obviously, Derrick Brown did their thing. Obviously, A'Shaun and Bobby Brown didn't really see him a lot today, but that's just because Derrick Brown was doing his thing. Rock Jones said, I'll take back everything I said about Nick Scott. He was very physical today. Obviously, that late hit it was kind of a late slide. It was a dirty hit, but at the same time, it's like, this is a football play, Nick Scott played pretty well today, actually. And he hasn't been bad all year, to be honest with you. Like, we came into the season, I wanted him to start, but I don't think he's been as bad as I thought it was going to be at all. Like, at all. I thought he was going to be worse. I thought, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think he's been better than Lathan Ransom, like by far. Lathan's been just very inconsistent. He hasn't been that. He's been a rookie. He's been a late round rookie. Okay. Obviously, it's going to take time, but he's been solid. Like first safety that we came in talking about, he's going to suck this year. He's obviously had bad weeks, but today came in, did his thing, made some tackles. Didn't look bad today. What's up, Evan? He said, "Is Bryce injury bad? Will he be back next week?" So I seen Dave Canales. I could play you guys. If you guys want to see the press conferences when I'm done with stream, kind of discussing. But I have not watched Dave's stream. I just seen on Twitter a lot of quotes and everything. Dave did say, sorry, not him. I don't know exactly who said. I think it was Rico. He talked to Rico, and Rico said that he'll be fine. Like Bryce himself said he's fine. So the injury should not be bad, right? It is an ankle. Dave Canales did himself say that Bryce could not walk on it, like stand on it, even though he walked to the locker room himself. We saw it on TV, and when we saw it ourselves, he walked to the locker room. But he should be back next week. I think if he contains it, and again, if he doesn't practice for the first couple of days, I think it could be a management thing. But we need him to play against the Bills. I'm sorry. I don't think we're beating the Bills with Andy Dalton. I just don't. Part of it is because of the fact that the momentum's already there. Like, I don't want to switch a quarterback, right? If it's not because of a benching. If it's an injury, having Andy Dalton out there who has not been playing all year, and he's been playing with the twos all year, it would just be a little weird. I just think we're going to lose the game. But Bryce, there's momentum there. I need Bryce to just be healthy, right? So if he has to sit all week, it doesn't matter. It's just a week of practice. But if he's healthy, that's good. But next week, I think Bryce should be okay. Per Dave Canales, per Rico Dowdle, everybody else in there, making sure it was good. It sounded like he's okay. Obviously, we could watch the press conference together to kind of see what's going on, because I haven't watched him either. I just hopped on stream right away. But based on what I've seen, Bryce should be good. And he walked to the locker room, so it looks like he should be okay. Yeah, Rico said himself that he talked to Bryce and said he was going to be fine. But how do y'all feel about the Rico and Chuba situation? Want to see how y'all feel about that. Who y'all think should start, per se? Because Chuba, as you can see with the stats, let's go to the stats here for the Panther side of things. When it comes to rushing, Rico had 4.6 yards to carry. That's effective running. Like, let's keep it a buck. 4.6 yards every single run. That's winning football. That's winning the ground game on offense. Okay, Chuba Hubbard, 2.2 yards to carry. He got stuffed a lot. I'm not gonna lie. He got stuffed on the ground a lot. It's just what it is. But yeah, who y'all want? Y'all Rico or Chuba starting? Because obviously we saw today Chuba started the game, and then it was split. I actually like what we did today. I liked going from Rico, Chuba. I think that was effective. But I think, and again, I just don't know if we completely should go away from Chuba. It's just weird. It's just weird because this guy just had 1,000 yards, but the high hand is the high hand. Yeah, so Jaycee Horn had only allowed one catch, had 2 picks, and a 6.9 passer rating allowed for Jaycee. I'm looking at the stats right now. That's just elite. Looking at my phone right here. Had only allowed 1 catch, obviously had the 2 picks, only allowed a 6.9 passer rating. I mean, let's just be real. Just be real about Jaycee. We get some of these chats to see y'all filling the chat up here. Yeah, I kind of expect mid from Bryce on a good day. Yeah, I don't think Bryce was mid. I think obviously he always makes good plays. Today made that touchdown pass. Obviously just missed that Jimmy Horn. Obviously connect on that Jimmy Horn deep pass. I think he had a pretty perfect day. I just want to see just open it up more, because it feels like the reason why he has so many pass attempts, like 25 today, and only has 138 yards, is because he's just not that effective downfield, so he doesn't do it. Just what I think. Canales had me on the 3rd and 4 with Dawn out there, and he passed instead of running. Had me mad on the 3rd and 4. Yeah, we should have just ran on that play. I mean, I get the play action, like I get it. Like Canales has done a good job kind of faking out, but the Jets are going all out run on that. The entire drive. Should have just ran the ball. I do agree. We need Bryce back next week. Yeah, we do. Here y'all say Rico should start. Jay said Rico should start the games off. Yeah, Yeah. Listen, I like the back and forth. I liked it. I did because I'm a Notre Dame fan, so I get to see Jeremiah Love play and Jadarian Price. I don't know if I watch college, but I get to see them, and that's kind of what we do with them is we kind of go back and forth. We let Jeremiah get a full drive, and obviously he does his thing. That then we let Jadarian get his drive. And I was thinking that's what we might have been doing. Like when I saw Chuba out there and he kept running the ball in the first drive, I was like, Rico's probably gonna get the whole second drive. I like that. I do because you let them kind of do their thing on that entire drive. You don't have to kind of let momentum off. But Evan said, love Chuba, and we paid him. But if you actually want to win and look good, then Rico all day, all the way. Yeah, I agree. Again, money should not be a factor. Like play the players that are going to help you win the most. It's just that's what football is. Every single season, you got to play the players that help you win games. Okay, and Rico right now is doing that. I'm not saying Chuba can't do that, because he just came off a 1,000-yard season, but it's where I'm at. But yeah, when it comes to the Chuba, yeah, paying Chuba, I don't think that's a factor. Like he's only making what 8 to 10 mil a year. I mean, you could easily trade that and give a team a good running back. I mean, he's an RB1 on pretty much every team in the league besides maybe 7, maybe 10, depending on who you take over him. Like, you got like Chris McCaffrey, you got Saquon. I mean, he's a running back 1 on half the league, pretty much. Mice said Rico has the hot hand right now. Yeah, true. Again, it's valid. That's valid. It's just when you have the high hand, you have the high hand. You don't want to go. Yeah, but I agree. When it comes to Rico's situation right now, I think Rico is just the last 2 weeks when he's been injured, put up insane performances. And when Chuba's back, he's just better. He almost averaged 5 yards a carry. And not only that, let me see, receiving wise, Chuba had 24 yards receiving. Rico had 17 on that screen earlier in the game. Rico has better vision, just my opinion. Yeah, I can see that. I feel like Chuba was it was unfair for Chuba because as soon as he got the ball a lot, he was kind of stuffed in the backfield. He never really had the opportunity to make plays. I noticed on Rico, the runs that we gave him, we kind of gave him on sweet passes, tosses. When it came to Chuba, it was all inside. And all the runs that he had really were just stuffed right away. It was hard for him to get going because they have Quentin Williams, in the middle and allow him to be that good. I'm a Notre Dame fan and Panthers fan. Who's your baseball? I actually don't watch baseball. I don't know if I'm lame for that, but I don't watch baseball. I have no idea. I can only give you shoot, Aaron Judge. That's it. But yeah, I actually don't watch baseball. I'm only a college football, NFL, NBA fan. Don't watch hockey. Don't watch baseball. Don't watch any of those sports. That's just me. But I mean, I see the Dodgers are just, I guess, good every year. But yeah, man. Right now, I'm feel good as a football fan because obviously Notre Dame is doing pretty good with 5-2, and Panthers are 4-3. So I feel good. We've been wanting to win, right? Then don't think money and start Rico. That's exactly. Because you can always fix the money situation this offseason, right? Like if Rico's winning you games right now and he's the most effective player at that position for you, cool. I mean, Chuba's making more money than him, but you can always trade him in the offseason whenever, it's kind of died down and a team needs a running back. A team will take on Chuba's contract who's making what? 8 to 10 mil a year. Like the teams will take that contract. What have we not discussed? Okay, let's talk Jalen Coker because yeah, we have not touched on Jalen Coker at all. Actually, this entire stream, I want to touch on him because I mean, what he had, yeah, he had no catches today. I don't know how many snaps he played. Obviously, it looked like in the beginning, the first half he did not get in the field at all. Second half was more. I seen him on the field more, but I have to look at the NFL Pro app whenever it comes out. Obviously, they don't update it till tomorrow. Kind of every team, every player snap count, all that stuff, all the advanced stats stuff come out tomorrow. So I'll be able to give that out to you guys tomorrow. kind of how many snaps he played on my Twitter. If you guys don't follow me there, go do that. It's at Panther Plug. I'm trying to hit 1,000 there too as well. But when it comes to Jalen Coker, I'm not bashing Coker on this game today. I'm not, because just came off an injury. I feel like, I don't know if there was an actual snap count or that's how it was going to be looking, because I mean, XL's been out there all year. I don't know if this staff still likes XL over Coker. Again, I don't care. If Xavier gets giving you 92 yards and a touchdown on 9 catches, I could care less if he gets more snaps than Jalen Coker. I don't care. Okay, I want the better player on the field. And that's what a lot of people don't understand, is that a lot of people are fandom, kind of, I like this guy better than this guy, I'm going to root for this guy. If you're a fan of the Panthers, you should want the best players on the field every single Sunday. And I know a lot of people are like that, but a lot of people aren't like that. Okay, I don't care. Like, I really don't. Like, if you're better than a player I like better, I want you on the field because you're better. And Xavier Legette simply had 9 more catches than Jalen Coker today. Okay, granted, he was injured, just came back. It's going to take time, but I want both. I want all 3 of T-Mac, Coker, and XL to just be good. Like, I really hope all 3 of them just are effective every single week. They're all making impacts every single week. That's what I want. That's my goal for this team. Obviously, I'm not on the team, so I mean, I can't do anything about it. But that's what I hope when it comes to this team. They better give it to Rico. Rico can find the holes. Yeah, I agree. I think Chuba, one thing that I think is his strength is vision. Like, in terms of vision, he has one of the best. He's very patient. He finds holes and hits it. Today, there's really no holes to hit because the offensive line was just frankly mid today. It's not good on the interior today. But Rico, something. I mean, when the offensive line is that bad and he still put up 79 yards on the ground on 17 carries, that's really good. It's really good. We could actually get something solid out of the Chuba trade. Yeah, absolutely. Definitely could. Definitely can, I think. Obviously, I don't want to talk about trades right now just because of the fact that we're 4-3. Anything can change from week to week. Like, listen, anything can happen, right? But the situation right now that we're in, with Rico playing better than Chuba, and he's been the better back, I think all that is fair. All that is fair when it comes to why you're bringing up Chuba being traded. Because, I mean, I did mention it, but I did mention Chuba getting traded, so that's my fault. But let me see. Yeah, so we're on a so Nick Scoren had 1.5 sacks today. 1.5. Yes, I'm just scrolling through some stuff. I can't believe we're 4-3 though, man. I can't believe it. This is something I've been dreaming of. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, tight end 2, actually. We've been tight end is actually a very effective position. Let me see, actually. I want to see what Mitchell Evans had 24 yards on 2 catches. JT obviously had that drop pass. It's hard. Like, week to week, I feel like this tight end position is just, man. I feel like week to week, this tight end position just is up and down depending on who's, I think, should be the starter. It just depends. But let me see. I actually want to see who are the Cowboys cooking the Commanders. Not surprised, though. CD's back. Oh, CD has 105 yards. Not even the end of the second quarter yet. So how are we feeling about XL off that great game? Hey, listen, baby steps. Baby steps. It's the biggest thing. It's the biggest thing because, I mean, XL's been very, very, just very mid before today's game. The entire first year and so far this year. So the fact that he was able to do that today, I have no, just simply baby steps, and that's what you want to see from your second year receiver, man. It's what you want to see. And I know you guys are happy about it too, man. I feel like a lot of people were starting to sway away from Excel and call him a bust and this and that. I was on that trail too. All I want as a fan is to be good. Okay, that's all I want. And I come on here, I do my film breakdowns. That's why I watch film for you guys. So you guys can really see what really happens, right? This is not a fandom YouTube channel. This is a real stuff. I give y'all what I see on film, what I see when I watch games. This is not no fandom, right? I'm not coming out here saying a certain player is good even though he's not, right? This is real stuff. And I've been saying all off season, right? I think it was valid. I think it was valid when I said this off season, the entire off season. I think Jalen Coker is going to be better than Excel, and it's kind of hard to sway away from that right now, just because of the fact that Coker was injured. But the fact of the matter is that conversation doesn't matter because Excel came out here today and gave you 9 catches, 92 yards, and a touchdown. Coker had no yards, no catches. Okay, circumstances are different. Anything can change, right? If he comes out next week and has a big game, then it all doesn't matter. But how am I feeling about Xavier Legette, man? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good because, again, we're better off as a franchise for the Carolina Panthers if XL does his thing and plays like this. You know what I'm saying? Myers said the NFC South is back. We all looking good, even the Saints. Yeah, the Saints actually aren't bad. I think they have, honestly, Spencer Rattler's been pretty good this year. I actually want to pull up his stats real quick. And while I do it, I also want to pull up Breece Hall to kind of show you guys. I didn't go live on Friday. I said I was going to do that. I'm sorry I didn't do it. I'm going to try to do it this Friday when I get home from work. I'm going to go live Friday night to break down some film for the Bills to kind of show you guys what we need to exploit. Because obviously I did that for the Cowboys game. I broke down Javonte film to kind of show you guys that. But I want to show you guys Breece Hall, kind of show you guys what he was doing before he played us. I mean, he was great. He was great. I mean, on the season, he has 410 yards before this game. Obviously, All Pro doesn't, or NFL Pro doesn't change it. But I'm gonna show you guys here after I get some of these. But yeah, the NFC South is good. NFC South is not bad. This division has arguably the best team in the league on it with the Bucs when fully healthy. So, Evan said record prediction. I'd say just miss playoffs. I'm gonna do that after I discuss this Breece Hall situation and kind of how good we've been in the interior, and I'm gonna go game by game with y'all. But yeah, I think missed playoffs fair. I mean, 8-9, 9-8, barely missed the playoffs. That's a successful season, in my opinion. I mean, it is. It is. With how bad we've been, being that good, winning 8-9 games is very good. And I think that's where we barely missed playoffs would be that record. XL has hands for sure. Yeah. Today, had hands. That's all we need. All right, let me share my screen real quick with y'all. Go over these Breece Hall stats. Okay, I kind of show you guys this last week with Javonte as well when I kind of discussed this. But look, first game of the season, 19 carries, 107, 5.6 yards a carry. The Bills game only had 10 carries. I don't know the context behind that, but only had 10 carries, 29 yards, 2.9 yards a carry. Okay, you can see he goes under 10 yards or less. He has only a few yards. I don't know why. I don't know the context behind that. But when he goes over 10 carries, he's been effective. Obviously, you see this game against the Dolphins, average 5.8 yards a carry on 14 carries. The Cowboys, 8.1 yards per carry. And then the Broncos, was pretty bad, actually. Only averaged 2 yards a carry, 2.7. And then today, we held him to 3.5. So we went up against a running back that can do his thing. And let's see receiving. I don't know exactly. I can't change receiving, actually. He has 150 yards in the air as well. So overall wise, he's been one of the best running backs in the NFL. Yeah, I just want to show you guys that because that's what we've been going up against last 3 weeks, and we've been containing all three top 10 running backs in the NFL right now. I mean, Devon Achane. I just want to see Devon Achane. The Dolphins played today. I want to see how much he had because I know last week he had 100 yards again. Like he was so good. I showed you guys the all pro stats and kind of the yardage, the carries and everything for Devon. Yeah, they lost by 20. Yeah, Devon A-Chain had 13 carries for 82 yards and had 16 yards in the air. That's 100 yards total. Think about that. Devon A-Chain has been one of the best overall backs in the league this year. He has been, and we contained him. Last week with Javonte, same thing. This week with Breece Hall, that's all you need to do is just stop Breece Hall, and you're fine because obviously Garrett Wilson was out, and you did that. So, and said if we beat and play good against the Bills, that changes everything because their offense is a huge test for our defense. Shakir, Coleman, Cook, Allen, and a great O-line they have. Yeah, they have again one of the best, if not the best quarterback in the league, depending on what you think about Josh Allen. I mean, the debate's there. They have one of the best running backs in the league with James Cook. The receiving core is very underwhelming, but when you have Josh Allen, it doesn't matter. Khalil Shakur's fine. Keon Coleman's been good this year. And they have a good offensive line, very good offensive line. So it's going to be a big test for the defense, man. It will be. It's going to be a big test. I'm telling you, if we could win that game, I'm actually going to be probably leaning playoffs. It changes my prediction. Right now, I'll probably lean what you're saying, barely miss it. But if we beat the Bills next Sunday, I'm going to be on that train for sure. Let me see. You going to be at that game? Man. It's going to be a game to be at. I'm telling you. It's going to be a good game to be at. Yeah, man. It's gonna be a good game to be at, and if we win, it's gonna be hyped the entire time for you. I know it will be. Hope you enjoy that one. Yeah, I mean, it should be a fun experience. Obviously, being there at home, watching Josh Allen, yeah, it's just by itself a fun game to be at. But if we win too, it's gonna be even better. But let's see. I'm gonna pull up the schedule real quick and kind of break down what I think we're gonna do for the rest of the season, and then we're gonna watch some press conferences probably with y'all. We're gonna see. Let me share the screen with y'all real quick. So I'm gonna break down my prediction on this for sure. Okay, so obviously we are sitting at what is it? Sitting at 4-3. Predict this with y'all real quick. Okay, I'm gonna go L against the Bills. We're gonna be at Green Bay. That's tough. I'm gonna go L there as well. Saints W, Falcons. It's in Atlanta. I think we could win that game. I'm gonna go W there. It's at San Fran. I think we win that game as well, to be honest. So that's 3. So that's right now that's 7 and 5. The Rams, that's an L. 7-6. 8-6 with the Seahawks, or sorry, the Saints. The Bucks twice, just go give you 2 losses. So that's 8. So yeah, it's 8-9 is what I have us at right now. 8-9. That's fair. Just barely missing the playoffs. But if we beat the Bills, that's an extra win. I just had us losing to the Bills, so I'd be 9-8. But yeah, if we beat the Bills, I'm telling you right now, this team has a chance. If we beat the Bills, this team definitely has a chance for playoffs, no doubt. Absolutely. I'm going with 5 Bills fan. Imagine we win. It's gonna feel even better. I'm telling you, man. There gonna be any other Panther fans there with you, or is it just gonna be you and those 5 Bills fans? Because man, you are brave. I'm telling you right now, if I had to go with a team that's better, and I went with only their fan base, man, I'll be tough for me. Ooh, Caleb signing. What's up, Caleb, man? How you feeling? After the win, we 4-3, heading the Bills at home. My mic is tripping. All right, let me see. I've not listened to these press conferences either. I might go ahead and do that real quick. While we're here, might as well listen to them. We got a Jaycee press conference as well. Okay. See the Dave one. We're going to hear what he's saying. All right. All right. I'm going to run these press conferences and we'll be out of here. All right, let me see. Let me turn my mic off as well because I know it'll be getting in the way. Let me know if y'all can hear it too when I start it.
All right. First and foremost, got to give a lot of credit to the Jets. The way that they, gave us great challenges in our run game to try to find, positive yardage. And, they were an aggressive group. And the guys challenged us in every way you could think of, in the pass game, with the pressures, in the run game, all those things. So I got to just tip my hat to them. We're grinding out, trying to find solutions and find yards. And, Andy was able to come in there, get a critical third down for us. Xavier with the big day, just all the hard work paying off. And then, of course, just can't say enough about the defense coming away with 6 sacks, a couple of interceptions there, and just really playing excellent football all the way through the game.
Okay, update on the condition of Bryce.
Yeah, Bryce, we're evaluating him for the right ankle. So we're taking all the information and we're going to look at him when we get home some more and see where we're at. We'll let you know.
Twisted it maybe, Dave, at trying to avoid the sack.
Yeah, on that long third down. Yeah, I was trying to get out of trouble there and got caught up a little bit. So we'll update you as soon as we have more information.
Now, were you guys able to stick to whatever plan you had coming into the game with regards to how you used Chuba and Rico, or were there alterations that you guys had to make just based on what the defense was showing you?
It just came out like we thought. We just switched some series and let those guys go out there and play some football for us. And, we were able to find some yards in different ways, some screens, some different things like that. And then, as they were trying to, make things difficult, we were able to get the ball on the edge a couple of times with Rico in there. So I just thought it was a good day of both guys running physically, running aggressive, and it ended up paying off for us.
Dave, you mentioned a couple of interceptions, both by Jaycee Horn. Even the timing of when they happened, how would you describe his impact?
Yeah, just clutch play, doing right longer, and that's our definition of finish, and putting himself in position to make those plays, and really just his ability, his ball skills, to be able to come up with those plays was huge for us, and gave us a chance to put it away 2 drives before the end, really with the interception, but the defense just showed up collectively, Princely, another guy that just, showed up for us today and, got banged up a little bit and went back out there and finished. And I thought what a great step for him of just telling the team how much this means to him to be out there and be available for the guys.
They've on a chance Bryce can't play next week. How's the offense changed when you go to Andy?
Yeah, we'll look at all that and see what the best version of us is. But right now it's running the football, and Andy can handle all those things. And, the pass game, the reps, the time on task with the group that we have, we got to stay within our core of our system. And, Andy's fully involved in all that. So if he does play, that'll be the mode.
Dave, Bryce has been remarkably durable throughout his first 3 years. That was a supposed knock on him coming in. For y'all to hold him out at the end of that game, does that speak to the potential severity of this?
We'll see. We'll look at all the information. We'll make sure we trust our docs and get the full evaluation, and we'll go from there.
Dave, when did you realize D'Lu wasn't going to be able to go? And what does it say about the group that you're able to continue to plug in so many guys there?
Yeah, I think the injury happened on Thursday, and we started moving him around, trying to mobilize it. We just couldn't get his strength back to a point where we felt safe about playing him, putting him out there, and the beautiful timing of Austin Corbett coming back, and I got to watch the film, but first impression is that Austin did a great job just continuing to allow us to play our style of offense.
What does having a winning record at this stage of the season mean after the struggles of the past few seasons?
We just take it one game at a time. We celebrate the wins, celebrate the heck out of it just now, and the resilience of this group, the focus, the toughness to finish when we needed it, guys making plays on the offense, on special teams. I thought Trevor Etienne did an excellent job today, fielding the ball and making some yards out of that. So he handled all those punts great, which was such a good thing, good feeling for us. And then, of course, for Xavier to come through one-on-one opportunity. They challenged us all game, and to make that play when we had a chance for it was huge.
Dave, your assessment of Bryce while he did.
With Thrivent, your personal finances aren't just personal. We use money as a tool to help all the people we hold in our hearts. Because the most important thing isn't what you're planning for, it's who. Thrivent, where money means more.
Now push.
He was doing excellent, throwing in rhythm, manufacturing, making sure we're getting to the right runs based on the looks and all those things. He's been just continuing to build off of that, just feeling confident about our process and being able to push our football forward. So he's been doing a great job.
Dave, you brought up Jaycee Horn's interceptions. I mean, those come in two really key spots where momentum can shift. How much did those turnovers change the game for you and how you attack the rest of the game?
It was huge, just from a standpoint of guys expecting their teammates to show up and make big plays, and just the excitement and the energy that it brought the sideline for him to come up with both of those interceptions in critical situations. And Mike Jack had a couple of really beautiful plays on a one-on-one go ball down the field in the end zone, and then an end cut, a little bit later on the last drive, really close to picking that ball off. And then we had kind of a tie goes to the runner situation on the sideline where they got a first down. He had both hands on it. He's trying to pull the ball away. So I thought those guys just played excellent together today.
How rewarding is it to see Trevor have a really good return game, help to set up the touchdown at the beginning of the season, had a muff, you replaced them in the game against Atlanta. How rewarding is it to see that faith pay off?
Absolutely, and just working on his craft every day. What's my next step? And the next step was fielding those punts cleanly, finding yards. Great, good for it. But if we catch them all, we save a lot of yards, and he did an excellent job today with that.
Dave, this felt like a situation where after Bryce went down, that the defense was not going to let you lose. And what did that speak to that group specifically?
Again, just great for the players to feel every phase doing their part. Special teams, covering the kicks, returning the ball, getting us positive gains there, offensively, making yards, making first downs. Third down today, it was a little bit of a rough day for us on third down, but we found some good completions early on to move the chains to give us chances. But I just love the fact that when everybody has a chance to affect the game, and they do, the trust factor and the confidence of the group takes a step and grows.
Building off the winning later in the season, it's going to be the first time that the Panthers have had an over 500 record going into Week 8 since 2019. Is there any significance to that in terms of what you're building?
We're one game at a time, and just taking these wins and celebrating the heck out of it. We have to keep that focus because it's required of us to go back to work. We'll celebrate it, we'll look at the film, we'll correct the things that we can improve on, but we have to have that kind of resilience and focus to just take a next step, go to the next game. We got a great opponent coming up. And I cannot leave this podium without, again, just talking about the Jets, Coach Wilkes, and just the job that they did, and our guys to have the resilience to take care of the football was a big deal today, especially with the challenges that we were presented. So really proud of the group and the way we finished.
Do you win a game like this last year with the way that you guys kind of were struggling with complementary football?
Off the top, I can't really give you a clear answer to that, but I speaks to each phase. I can ask the group, what are you expecting from your defense? And I believe the offensive guys will be able to say, these guys are going to play really hard against the run, and now creating the pressure, creating opportunities by getting pressure on the quarterback and affecting them. That's something we can add to us, and then offensively, still being able to come out of the day with a pretty decent run day, even with the challenges that were presented. We're learning more about this group and who we are.
What did you learn today about the two-back rotation you had, and Is that something you think you'll continue to do?
It felt great. It felt great for me to know whoever I was calling the run for, I expect great execution out of these guys. And, Chuba even had a couple of excellent runs, on the perimeter, with screens and bit out some pretty good yards in that regard, too. So being able to be versatile with our play passes, our screens, and our runs is critical for us to have success.
Can I get a little clarity on what happened right after Bryce's injury? Did he come up to you? Was he having problems walking? What happened after that sack that made you say, okay, we need to take him to the locker room?
It was all the trainers just doing their job of evaluating him and being able to say whether he could get back out there and put force on that ankle and change directions and do the things we need him to do within our scheme. And just felt like we couldn't get him back out there soon enough. And we'll give you more information as we gather that.
Just to clarify, is the sprained ankle at a minimum?
Again, I don't want to give any specifics. I don't have the specifics right now, so I think we're just going to have to just do our evaluation and go from there.
There was some speculation he got cleated. Was it more of a...
I have no idea. I didn't see it. Yeah.
David, there were 6 sacks today, and then the Merrick one specifically, it looked like he disguised it really well. What did you see from that unit as a whole, and then that sack in particular?
Time on task, guys working on the different rush patterns that we're using for the week. They change them up a little bit every week, but the guys haven't, being really focused in on the details of how to execute them. The timing of it and all that is getting better and better. So I just think it's a credit to the coaching staff and the players taking to the game plan and executing it at a high level really today.
You say that Bryce was high or low ankle sprain?
I'm not going to give any specific details. We'll give you more information.
You did say, though, just to be clear, that he was having trouble putting weight on it.
Yeah, and otherwise he would have been back in the game. So
thank you.
Yep.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you.
Well, y'all heard it. Y'all heard him talk about Bryce a little bit. Like I said, I forgot about that. Trevor Etienne did do good. He did. Actually fielded punts pretty well and actually got a couple yards too out of it. So he did do pretty good today. Corbin said, I miss Bryce already. Yeah, I think he should be back next week. I think he should be. If we are cautious with them throughout this week in practice and stuff, I think he'll be fine. He should be fine. I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, well, Jaycee press bet. Get that out the way. Get out the way for y'all as well. Get the Jaycee press up, but it's like 5 minutes. Some lights. Not too much. And then we is out of here. Now I'm going to start breaking down film for y'all as well, so I can get that video out here soon. Yeah. Let me share this screen.
Throughout your career, you've got 3 in 7 games. I mean, what's different this year?
Just capitalizing on the opportunity. I feel like I've been out a lot in my career, so just putting together a string of games and having opportunities to make plays on the ball, you just try to come up with it and make the most of it.
The one-handed snags, is that just a little bit of extra sauce or just the position you happen to be in?
A little bit of both. I practice them in practice. Y'all see Indy drill and stuff like that. I catch a lot with one hand, but yeah, it just happened to happen like that.
What did you see on that first interception? What did you see on that first interception?
Really just a ball. I was playing low on it because I knew we was in quarters, and I had the safety coming over, so I was playing low on it. So I knew it wasn't much grass behind me. So when they was yelling ball, I just looked up and just played the ball.
What is the feeling for you when not only you're getting picks, you see Mike Jack making plays, 6 sacks collectively? what is the impact of what you saw from this defense?
Just us staying together as a defense. We knew coming into the game, you know, they had a good defense, and we were going to have to outplay them. You know, that's one thing Coach E said all throughout the week. Like, we're going to have to create takeaways and outplay their defense. And that's what we did today on every position group. You know, defensive line dominated, stopping the run, and, you know, getting back there, pressuring the quarterback. And I think we missed probably like 3 or 4 sacks too. So they played their ass off, and, you know, we just got to get back to the drawing board tomorrow and get ready for next week.
Jaycee,
different styles with Tyrod Taylor coming in the second half. How did you guys adjust to that? He definitely looked to be pushing the ball down the field a lot more than Justin Fields did.
We just adjusted on the go. You know, we knew with him coming in the second half, it was going to be a lot more passing, and he not the threat that Justin is running the football. So we knew we were going to have to be on top of our game and communicate in the back end and make plays on the football.
when you made those 2 interceptions, each time it felt like an inflection point potentially that they could kind of really capitalize and trade momentum there. Did you kind of feel that after each interception that you guys had gained momentum back?
Yeah, a little bit, but, just the way the game was going, we were trying not to get too excited, after the turnovers, because we knew we were going to have to go back out there, like, even that last drive to, get them off the field. So we just tried to stay focused. We celebrated the interceptions and the sacks and stuff, but just knowing, like I said, we were going to have to outplay their defense.
I didn't get a chance to look this up, but have you had a 2-interception game while you're at Carolina?
Nah, not in the NFL. I had one in college.
So how does it feel just to get 2? Because, sometimes people question you as an elite corner, and it seems like this year you kind of you're quiet, you're subtle with it, but you're letting your play show on the field.
Yeah, I mean, people they're gonna do it. They're gonna say what they want, question what they want. But all I care about is the coaches. Like I always said, the organization believing in me, and the players in the locker room. That's the only people I need to believe in me. And I'm just keep grinding, trying to get better every day.
Jaycee, 3 in a row, first time with the winning record. I think for the first time since 2019. In perspective, what do you make of it?
We doing a good job right now, coming together and winning football games. But it's a long season. We gotta. Like I said, I keep going back to my rookie year when we started 3-0, and then it went downhill after that. So you just got to stay locked in week to week. We're gonna celebrate this, on the plane the rest of today, tomorrow. We're gonna come in there and make corrections and get ready for Buffalo.
What was the celebration in there? Dave said celebrating the heck out of it when he was up there. But how would you describe the celebration after?
It was fun. It's always fun when you walk out there with a win, especially this being our first road win. That was one of the point of emphasis this week, just being able to bring the show on the road and show we can do it on away games, and we did that today.
Jaycee, for the last 3 seasons, I want to say, I don't know for, you guys have lost a starter on the defensive side of the ball, at least one starter for this season. And, this unit got a lot of flack off of last year's performance. Can you just talk about the ability and the resilience of this group to overcome losing somebody like Pat Jones and getting this road win?
Yeah, I mean, it's tough, losing a playmaker like Pat. You see the game he had last week, and then just, losing him and, having to put 2 young guys in there with Princely and Nick. But they stepped up. They both stepped up today. I think Nick had his first career sack. So proud of them for stepping up to the plate, and they talented. And, last year was tough, but, this year, like I said, it's the 2025 Panthers. You can't worry about last year. And we just going to, keep trying to stay together. Like I said, people going to say what they want to say. We just got to stay together and worry about getting better every day.
6 sacks for the linemen. You with 2 picks. Mike Jack with a couple critical.
Should have had 2 picks. Mike, yeah.
I know. He had a couple of good PBUs. When the whole defense is kind of eating like that, are you all feeding off of each other's kind of adrenaline success?
Yeah, definitely. I think they describe it as like flow state, where we just, like me personally, I wasn't even thinking about the situations because like the way we was all, playing on one accord, I knew we were gonna keep dominating on the defensive side. So, when everybody playing good like that, it made the game more fun, stress-free, and we all just out there balling. So, we're gonna try to, reach that every game.
Next week's game is going to probably be the most anticipated game at Bank of America Stadium in about a half a decade at least. As much as you're high off of this victory, are you allowing yourself to think about what the atmosphere is going to be like next week with a Super Bowl contender at home, and probably a game that's going to get a lot more attention than any Carolina game has had for a while?
Nah, not really. We're going to enjoy this one today. We'll worry about Buffalo tomorrow.
Did you saw Trevin's pass breakup?
Yeah, Trevor, That was a great play.
He was impressive.
Yeah, I think he ran 4-4, and it was one of the plays in the game. He was matched up on the receiver, and he was looking at me like, "You on the switch?" Because I was on the running back. I'm like, "Bro, just stay on him. You 4-4. You probably faster than him." So, Trevin, a hell of a player. Just to see the growth he made the last couple of weeks, just staying with it. When everybody was tough on him early on, I'm super proud of him, and I think he's just gonna keep getting better.
Thanks, Jaycee.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jaycee.
All facts for Jaycee in that presser. All facts. Wait. He's talking about Mike should have had 2 picks as well. Yeah, he should have. There was one in the fourth quarter he had in his hands. He dropped. And the one that he had in his hand. Yeah, I mean, should have had 2 picks as well for Mike as well today. But Corbin said also Coker didn't get involved. Yeah, he didn't. Unfortunately, he should have been more involved, but he wasn't. Horn almost had 2 interceptions the game for Seahawks. Yeah, I remember that. When he had the switch off Tyler to DK interception and one where he was like a toe away. Yeah, I remember that game. Bills next going to be a 4-game win streak. All we could do is hope. I'll be big. I'm telling you, I'll be big. Be big. Also, you can hear the Panthers chants on TV in the Jet Stadium. Yeah, that was crazy. After one, it was like the keep pounding chants. I mean, it's big, man. We're back, and that's big, man. So, it's big, man. Right now, it's fun being a Panthers fan. Haven't felt like this in ever, really. So, but this week, plan is I'm gonna get y'all the all-22 out. I'm probably gonna have another video out this week as well. Probably have 2 videos out this week. Might record one here soon. Just talking just some random stuff. And then we gonna do the all-22. Probably go live Friday night, break down some film live with y'all for the Bills, and then watch the game on Sunday. So, yeah, man, we're still on the road to 1K. We're almost there. We're 7 away. Like, we are right there. It's crazy. It's like right there. It'll come. But, yeah, I'm going to go back up there. Man, Cowboys are 27.5. See what Dak's stats look like. 207, 2 touchdowns. CD has 110. But, yeah, we is out of here. I'm going to get y'all videos this week, grind this week for y'all. Drop that all-22 and drop those other videos or that other video that I want to drop for y'all. It's not fool's gold. America's team like Lions last 2 years. Yeah. Facts. So we'll go head out. Been on stream for over an hour. But it's been fun with y'all on here. Like it is every single time we hop on stream. It's always fun. Y'all interact the entire stream. We're gonna keep growing. Keep trying to grow. But another thing annoying me was people mad at Chuba, but blocks were worse. I agree. And we were running more inside. We never really gave him outside opportunities. It was really just all inside. It is what it is, but yeah, it was kind of annoying, but yeah, that's facts. That's facts too. All right, bro. Y'all have a good night. Enjoy some football tonight. I don't know who plays tonight. I'm definitely watching the tonight game. I don't know who plays tonight, but I'm probably going to just sit down, relax, and watch it for sure. Y'all have a good night. I'll get those videos out for y'all this week and get live Friday night potentially. If not, we'll be back on here Sunday afternoon like we always do. All right.